Welcome to the GCN Show.
Welcome to the GCN Show. Desde Puerto Rico.
Welcome to the GCN Show.
Hi, I'm Alex Peters. Welcome to the GCN Show.
Welcome to the GCN Show from Mallorca.
This week we celebrate the start of the 2016 road season, and we've got a brand new competition for you where you can win a Cyclops home trainer.
Plus we've got all our usuals, caption, comments, Dom's tweet of the week, and hacks and bodges. This week is a bike stand special.
Now, if you are not currently experiencing Mallorcan wall-to-wall sunshine, but you want to train in the comfort of your own home, then this competition is the one for you. We are giving away a Cyclops PowerSync home trainer and a free virtual training subscription to go with it.
Yeah, the details of how to enter this competition are in the description below this video. Caption competition now. Here's a photo from last week of Marcel Kittel and Tony Martin.
Yeah, most of the suggestions underneath the video last week seem to centre around swiping left or right, which I didn't really understand. Apparently it relates to something called Tinder or Grindr or something.
I think they're do-it-yourself DIY apps, in fact, Dan. But anyway, the winner is, this is great actually, this is from A.W. Postle, which I chose. Caption, look at Dan's muscles. They are so little.
Well done, A.W. Postle.
I lol.
Get in touch on
Did
Facebook and we send you out the GCN swag. This week's photo is this one of Peter Velits from BMC Racing cycling upside down indoors.
We'll start you off just doing my nice preparation for the Tour Down Under.
Oh, nice on that. Is he doing Tour Down Under?
He is.
Well, I'm not surprised with preparation like that.
I know.
Leave you caption efforts in the comment section down below and we should choose a winner next week.
And good luck, Peter, in the Tour Down Under.
Now, as we mentioned at the top of the programme, this week's show is a celebration of the fact that the 2016 road season has now officially begun. Plenty of racing for both men and women taking place in Argentina and Australia. And we're going to start with the now traditional hors d'oeuvre of the Tour Down Under,
Hors d'oeuvre?
the People's Choice Classic. That was taken out by young Caleb Ewan, who's been in form very much from the start of this year. He came off the wheel of Italian Giacomo Nizzolo of Trek Segafredo in the last 100 metres. That rider finished second. And Adam Blythe got his new season off to a good start with new Team Tinkoff in third.
The overall win in the Women's Tour de San Luis was taken by United Healthcare's Katie Hall after she stamped her authority on the race for the second year in succession to the mountaintop finish at Melodie del Potero. If you're not already aware, defending Tour Down Under champion Rowan Dennis of BMC has taken over the Global Cycling Network Instagram account. Definitely worth heading over to and checking out. Slightly weird feel to it, but definitely worth checking out. That's at Global Cycling Network on Instagram.
Okay, we've had some more results coming in from around the world. So Tour de San Luis men's race has kicked off with a team time trial. That was won by Ethics Quickstep, 8 seconds ahead of the Movistar squad. First rider across the line for Ethics was their new signing Max Lucchesi, who is of course now in the leader's jersey.
And meanwhile, down under, in the Santos Tour Down Under, it was that man again, Caleb Ewan, the young Australian, continuing his rich vein of early season form by taking out the opening stage and in the process the Okra leader's jersey. But close behind, second place, was Mark Renshaw riding for Dimension Data, with Walter Whippet, new signing for Cannondale, in third. Yeah,
the Women's Santos Tour Down Under concluded on the evening of the men's opening stage with a criterium, won by Kimberly Wells, who's not only a cyclist, Matt, but also a doctor. Overall for the race went to Orica AIS's Katrin Garfoot, who won the very first stage and with the help of her team defended all the way through to the finish.
This week it was announced that the 2017 Tour de France will start with a 13-kilometre time trial in the German city of Dusseldorf. Good news, perhaps, for Tony Martin, who we're hoping to steal the first yellow jersey of the race in his home country.
Yeah, good news really for German cycling as a whole. They of course haven't really been showing the Tour de France live on terrestrial TV for quite some time. So this news will hopefully give the likes of Tony Martin, Marcel Kittel, Degenkolb, etc. the kudos and recognition that they deserve back in their home country. Oh, before we finish with this, one rider who will be desperate to be on the start line of that race, friend of the channel Ruben Zapuntko of Cannondale Garmin. We of course beat him in that race in the New Forest.
We did.
Never heard about that.
His mum is the mayor of Dusseldorf.
Top fact.
Yeah, I know.
Talking of Dusseldorf, a company based in the city, Stolten Energy Group, have given the Colt Energy racing team a rather late reprieve by stepping in as title sponsor. And that's great news for the staff and riders, of whom, name a couple, Gerard Ciolek, winner of Milan-San Remo, and Linus Gerdemann for a yellow jersey wearer in the Tour de France.
Yeah, it's been a rather good week all round for German cycling, I think you will agree. Now, steering things to something slightly different now, which I absolutely love. It's a really good initiative from Matt Bramier of Dimension Data, who's, by the way, well on its way to recovering fully from that horrific crash at the Tour of Utah. So he's come up with an idea whereby pros and amateur riders alike who've got an excess of cycle clothing at home, perhaps stuff that's in the back of the cupboard that just never gets used, you can now drop that to various bike shops around the world, and they will then send it over to Africa to give to children and riders up there who wouldn't normally be able to afford that kit. So at the moment there are certain bike shops, mainly in Ireland and the UK and also in Girona. So if there's any bike shops out in the US that would like to be a part of this programme, I'm sure Matt would absolutely love to hear from you.
I think that's an absolutely fantastic cause. I've got loads of stuff that I'll definitely donate, and the details are just below in the description of how to donate stuff. Talking of Dimension Data and kit in cycling shorts, have you seen Dimension Data's new kit and shorts?
I haven't actually seen it, no.
It's really nice. It's top. Check it out. We've got a picture.
I agree with them, actually. That is a very smart
striking kit.
Right, we should leave cycling shorts this week with some slightly strange news. Over in the States, Justin Bieber, have you heard of him?
Yeah, I have actually. He makes pop music, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Anyway, he almost got knocked over when he walked into the road just in front of a cycling team who were cruising along at like 25 miles per hour. A story which weirdly was picked up and spread like wildfire amongst the cycling media and the mainstream media.
It's not really worth us picking it up and mentioning though, is it?
No, we're not going to mention it.
It's
not newsworthy.
Not really.
Oh, were you rolling then?
Yeah, we were rolling.
Well,
genius. Genius.
That was Dave Brailsford giving us a clap.
It was. Did you film that?
I think.
Oh right, cool. Cheers, Dave.
I think he meant that as like a sort of sync for the cameras, but we'll take it as applause.
Yeah, indeed.
Dom has selected 2 of his favourite tweets for us this week.
He certainly has. He's cast his net very wide, but the first one he's opted to stick close to home. It's a tweet from somebody calling themselves @DanielLloyd1, and it goes as follows. Just been telling the guys a cool story from the 2009 Giro d'Italia when I was riding for the Cervelo test team. And yes, that story did send me and Stefan, our cameraman, to sleep for several hours.
Well, the other tweet that he has taken is also centred a little bit around me. Sorry.
You got 2 tweets. I'll have a word with Dom.
Anyway, the tweet actually is from Rory Porteous, who says, @DanielLloyd1, not content with having his own YouTube channel. It's not actually mine, anyway. Invades another. So this is a POV descent on another YouTube channel. It's on Sacolobra, and there's me actually unclipped on the side, having a bit of a rest.
You must have given him a call and planned that, mate. That's amazing.
Well, the road season may have started, Matt, but let's not lose focus on cyclocross, which is still in full swing as it builds its way up towards the World Championships at the end of this month.
Which we're going to be at.
Well, GCN will be there. I've got to go to Dubai, unfortunately.
Anyway, Mathieu van der Poel is in scintillating form ahead of his world title event in just a couple of weeks' time. He dominated round 6 in Liniers, France, going clear solo just after halfway, and then, get this, wheeling one-handed, which I know you can do, Dan, across the line just ahead of Wout van Aert and Lars van der Haar.
Well, the women's race was also won in convincing solo style, this time by Belgian and European champion Sanne Cant, who actually did on this occasion.
She certainly did.
Extending her overall lead in the World Cup in the process with just 1 round still remaining. Ellen van Looy took second on the day with Eva Lechner on the final step of the podium.
Time now for hack/bodge of the week, and as we said at the top of the show, it's a bike stand special.
Yeah, there's some fantastic ones here. We're going to start off with Welsh87, who has crafted a bike stand out of an old table tennis table. Put some slots in it, now there's enough for 5 bikes to slip in.
Ingenious. Next up, it's Joel Dawson, who's built his own bike stand out of wood. Great bodge, but looks a bit medieval.
It does, completely out of wood, whereas this next one has been made out of metal. I actually thought this was a proper professional bike stand. Kevin Turner has made this one himself.
That does look like it was shop bought. Top job there, Kevin. The next one up is from Ribaldo. Well, this actually is a bike stand, but rather than using it to put a bike in, he's used it to secure a camera. it's something we might use for future GCN shows. Looks very good.
Right, this next one, I've actually lost the name of who sent it in, so if it was you, please let us know, because I really like this one. He's crafted a bike stand which fits into kind of like a Black & Decker workmate, supports the bottom bracket and the front forks, and that would really work in terms of maintaining and cleaning your bike. The next one I think is the biggest bodge of the week. It's come in from Joe Boothroyd, who's effectively made a bike stand out of what looks like a plank of wood and a bungee rope in his kitchen.
That's
utility
right.
room.
Yeah. Finally, this is from professional rider Russ Downing, a mate of ours, former British champion, rides for JLT Condor. Now, it's not really a hack or a bodge, it's pretty lazy, but remarkably effective. He's just hooked the brake levers over the garden fence. Not too sure if he spoke to the neighbour or not about that, but a very efficient bike stand that actually has a pivot by using the forks.
Maybe the sort of bike stand you only want to use if you don't pay for your own equipment. Russ.
Cheers, Russ. Time now for comment of the week. Now, I've chosen one, Dan has chosen 3. First one is from ICT Classroom under our How to Test Your Fitness video. Bear with me, it's quite long, but he says, please tell me that Dan's max power is better than 1045 watts. I'm sure that when Nan was riding, she could do at least 1200 watts, which is pretty impressive for a Nan if you ask me. Seriously, I'm 45, have a watt bike and can easily do 1200 watts without even pushing hard, and I've only been training for a few months. Come on, Dan, you can do better. Pretty harsh words there from ICT Classroom. Yeah, thanks ICT Classroom, much appreciated. Not. Right, my 3 then, all revolve around you, Matt. First one came underneath the crank length video, which you did with Si, and it came from Elliot Suet, who said, new winner for worst ever fake tea drinking. Christ, Matt, you've even gone for the lick of the lips.
I'm going to run out of tea.
I know, it's getting cold.
It's actually a little bit, it's kind of like insulting, isn't it, drinking an empty cup? But it would maybe improve our acting skills. We did a few takes.
It is hilarious.
I did run out of tea, but good spotted.
And then 2 that came under the top 10 most powerful people in cycling video, both centering around your use of the pen. First one, Abby Senior. Does holding a pen make Matt feel more powerful?
Yes, it does.
And from Experiment 54, how to command attention and look like you know what you're talking about in a video. Hold a pen like a pro.
On the channel this week, on Wednesday, it's how to improve your core strength and flexibility.
So prop yourself up with your forearms planted on the floor, directly forwards, elbows at 90 degrees, and then your toes planted on the floor at the back. And then get a friend to make sure that your body is as flat as it possibly can be.
On Thursday, it's our favourite top rider nicknames.
Not very catchy though, that first nickname, is it? The Eternal Second.
Well, it's better than the Eternal DNF, which is your nickname. And on Friday, we have a good one. It's which is more eco, a push bike or an electric car?
Right, Saturday's pro bike is Kevin Powell's Ridley X-Night. Sunday is of course off the bat, then it's straight back into maintenance Monday, and then the GCN show on Tuesday.
Time now for Extreme Corner. Now, this week's Extreme Corner comes from Argentina, and in particular the Tour de San Luis team presentation, where Vittorio Brumotti, friend of the channel, was riding down a roof, a rather big roof at that.
It was a long roof.
Check this out.
Steep.
That's pretty steep.
It was a long one, yeah.
I may not have cycled on a roof, but I skied on a roof in Austria a few years back. Yeah, jumped off a roof.
I've not cycled or skied on a roof, but I used to walk on them when I was a window cleaner.
Fascinating. Well, if any of you have got any cycling and roof-related stories, just leave them in the comment section down below. Now, for another video, specifically on how to test your cycling fitness, how about clicking just up here?
Yeah, meanwhile, that video that's on the bottom corner down there is Matt trying to use a pen to make himself look more powerful and describing the top 10 most powerful people in cycling.
And to subscribe to GCN, you should know it by now, not clicking on us, just click in this little window just about here. And don't forget to like the video and share them as well.